John Anik, come on. We know you like to play around and you have some fun, Colby. John Anik's the man. And I know he's spearheading Bilal Muhammad, right? And I get that. And I get that it annoys you because he's trying to fuck up your title shot, you know, so it's going to give you an emotional response. But John Anik, what's going on, buddy? What's going on with Anik?
Mike, you know, like, I guess John found out that, you know, the stove can be really hot. Maybe you shouldn't touch it. So, you know, I tell everybody the same thing, you know, like when the train's coming through, you know, you better get off the track so you're going to get ran over. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, no one's safe in this business, Mike. Like everybody that wants to come and drag me down, they don't know what I've been through. They don't know how hard I work every day to stay at this level in the top of the game. So, you know, if you come for the king, you know, the king's going to have a response.
Here, yes? Yeah. And here, no?
No.
Okay. I need the surgeon to see him. Surgeon? This is very dangerous, yeah.
How long ago did you do this?
1st December.
Hold it up there strong.
Okay.
Hold it. Good. So, the right hand is weaker. So he's at risk for this a little bit. Some of these discs go away on their own, right? But it takes about 6 weeks. So we'd like to give it some time, and then if it's not getting better, then we have to talk about it.
16周后看手术啊，还是
Okay?
No contact. On the back. But nobody can hit you. No fight.
4 to 6 weeks.
No fight, no touch.
This one is old, this one is recent. See that right there?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
5, 6.
Yours is 7. And it's even worse. I will give you medication. And if you want the injection help. Okay. Further, Dr. Saai. Dr. Saai is a surgeon, okay?
There is a lot riding on it. You know, there's legacy for Israel Adesanya. I think when he says this is my last shot, I think he means not his last shot at ever being the champ again or his last shot of being the UFC, you know, superstar. It means last shot in beating Alex Pereira, who has been the bogeyman of his career. He has been the kryptonite. And this will be his 4th time. You know what I mean? And you lose 4 times in a row. You lose 2 times in a row in the UFC as well. You're not going to get that 3rd shot. The rubber match, you have to win 1 apiece. You know what I'm saying? I understand him putting that kind of pressure on him, but I don't think he's putting pressure on himself, not to disagree, just to have a conversation. I think he understands that if he doesn't beat Pereira this time, then that is, look at that.
Oh, there we go. Switcherooski.
I'm right at you. I'm interested. I'm looking at you. I'm paying attention. No, I think it's more like, I've got to beat him this time. Otherwise, as DC said when he lost to John Jones the 2nd time by a head kick, which is one of the most brutally honest moments, especially from a guy that was just knocked out, unconscious. And they always say you shouldn't interview the people that have been knocked out. And he was like crying. He said, I think Rogan mentioned something about a rivalry. And DC, whilst fighting back tears and some were escaping his eyes, said there is no rivalry. There is no rivalry. This man has beaten me multiple times, something like that. So I think that's his point, and I think that's why he's putting pressure on himself, because you know, Anthony, and I know, one of the things that I prided myself, certainly when I was younger, not now, is that I still think it now, I'm one of the baddest mother effers on the planet. Do you know what I mean? And you pride yourself in that. That's why we do it. And I say it a lot when I'm commentating, and I'll let you get in right now. This will be my final thought. You know, when you're fighting someone, you want to win. You want to be the victor. You want to proceed up the rankings. You want to get your paycheck and all the rest of it. But man to man, I want you to know that I can beat you, and I'm the better fighter, and I always will be. And this is his last shot of getting to change the narrative that Alex Pereira is by far a better striker and a better fighter than Israel Adesanya ever was.
Jared Gordon did so well. He only done well because my ankle was stupid and he's just being a bitter little girl going on every interview site. Oh, I won that fight. Well lad, Joe Selecki beat you, but you got a split decision, so shut your mouth.
Would you run it back, lad?
Yeah, I'm going to punch his head in towards the end of the year. I am going to run it back. I hope he beats Bobby Green, because because I'll snap his arm for him in a round. I had a boxing match with him and I still won because you're shit. I hope he watches this. You're fucking dog shit. At my worst, you couldn't beat me. At your best, injured, everything going wrong, you couldn't beat me on my worst day, and I beat you on your best because you're a little bum.
I think what he's doing is probably really smart because, think about it, the UFC is going to have to give him a bump up in competition after Jared Gordon. And he's not ready for that. Someone is going to expose him. He was exposed against Jared Gordon. And, I love Jared Gordon. Great guy. His story is amazing. But when you look at the top of that division, he's a very small, he's a small guy, and he's not there. Like he doesn't have painted all over him, a future, world champion. And I think if you look at that weight class, like if any of the fights, it's probably the most winnable fight for Paddy Pimblett. So why not just stick to this level until you can get past it?
You miss weight by 8.5 pounds, get the fuck out of here. And you're still talking about nobody wants to fight you. And you should go and make weight before you talk about fighting, bro. That's the first thing, Don't do steroids and make weight that you agreed upon as a man. You're gonna miss by 8 pounds and think it's all cool and be calling people out. Get the fuck out. And then I saw him do a comment that he was calling out Pereira, like, who the fuck are you? This is the world champion. Yeah, you don't even have a fucking win over a top 15 guy. Get the fuck out of here at 185. Like the rest of us, put your hard hat on, put your mouthpiece on, get to work. That's the new age, bro. Everybody's got an Instagram now. Everybody's got an opinion now. And everybody just wants to talk, man. Go out there and put in the work. You can't miss weight by 8.5 pounds and call for title shots. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with this new shit. This new style of promoting and fighting. Go fight and then talk. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, though, man. And look, the guy that he got a split decision win over, I'm about to go bury that dude, bro. So people can see the level of difference between me and a lot of these corny ass new age motherfuckers.
You think he's on steroids?
I couldn't tell you yes or no, but these are like common things amongst fighters. Like, don't cheat to compete against one another.
I see what you're saying.
And make the fucking weight, and that's it, bro. And then the rest, fight like man. But these new solid of breed that's coming up now, they got it twisted, bro. Good thing I'm still here to put, wisdom in these guys and compete in them.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you're a wrestler now. You're a wrestler.